What is up, everyone? Claudius of Archangel Productions here, and this is a Space Engineers video. As you can see, my guy is having fun dancing. So I kind of wanted to showcase something I'm kind of still working on. It's actually really tied into a book that I recently started. So as that story progresses, then the ship will kind of develop a little bit more. But for the basic interior, I feel like it's pretty similar to what it is in the books. I don't have an official color scheme for it yet, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at the outside. And this is the cockpit. So it's a frigate. I'm not too sure what I'm doing with the outside. Again, it's going with the book. So if I say, hey, well, it's going to have cannons, and eventually I'm going to have cannons, I may give it a little bit more shape. But for the most part, this is it. It's a frigate class. Don't know the name yet, but it's called the Vigilance. It houses a team of 4. And I'm probably gonna do a little bit more detailing work, but overall, just a quick. It wasn't well. I guess it was like a 6-hour build total. Um, all hydrogen powered, since that is the book's fuel. Is I'm not sure if it's gonna be hydrogen or something very similar, but it's not going to be like Space Engineer's way of converting ice to hydrogen. It's going to be a special fuel, and you'll see where that fuel is pretty much stored as we get into the interior. So up here is, of course, the cockpit. My character's name is Merrick. His This is his father's ship. His father passed away from cancer, and even this takes place in 2147, maybe 74, one of those. And cancer still exists, so no matter how uh, advanced they are, cancer is not cured. So here is where the pilot sits. His name was Michael. He's an old friend of his dad's, Merrick's dad. He's older. He's actually quite skinny. He's pretty much skin and bone, but he's one of the best pilots around. Pretty much nothing special here. This is pretty much where Merrick will sit when he is on the bridge. Of course, this is his ship. He is the captain. Um, but as we continue, we come out here, and this is where we have the mess hall. Of course, this is where the crew will eat and hang out. Unfortunately, there's no like real tables, so I kind of had to like place this one in. Um, and of course, here's where they all sit and eat, and the kitchen. They cook, grab their drinks. Got some plants around. They do got a jukebox that I have yet to really talk about or bring into the book, because I haven't really done much with it. I'm already on like page 3 of chapter 1, so it's relatively new. But I was like looking through ships on Pinterest, and there's this one kind of caught my eye. Um, as we come in here, we got both sides. We got the quarters for. I don't remember his name now. I really don't, but he's the armory guy. It's like Ajax or Jax or something. He's a big, buff, dark-skinned guy. He's the gung nut. This would be his quarters. Then over here is just an open. No, this is Michael's quarters. Not open. I was gonna have Michael be like he sleeps on the bridge, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a quarters too, since he is the pilot. And over here, we come over here to the shared showers and toilet. This is places for like clothes that they can just throw them on. And I just have a random cargo container here. And of course, there's the showers and the toilets. Here is where Merrick is. He actually has a thing with the engineer. Her name is Nico. She's not Japanese. She's American, but she was adopted by Japanese parents at a very young age, hence Nico, meaning cat, because she's spunky. And of course, they have their own shower and toilet. Of course, there's no double beds. So, Relatively small ship, of course. It's just a frigate. Come down here. This is where Nico is. So this is kind of not a full detail of the engine room where Nico is. There's way more pipes and smaller pipes running throughout. And my starts out with Nico having to fix some issues because Merrick did not take care of his dad's ship, and they're currently broke on their way to get a big bounty. So they haven't been paid, so they can't get parts. And of course, she has like a bunch of, well, they would be pretty much empty or full of tools. When we come back here, and of course we have reactors just for space engineers. I'm gonna decide if they're gonna have like extra reactors because it's just an engine and stuff. I guess they're kind of one and the same, but back here is kind of like where all the stuff happens. Of course, Hadva can convert ice to hydrogen, so not everything is book specific, but I had to, of course, compensate for space engineers and just filling up room. Gyroscopes, a bunch of tubing. Relatively, there's 6 fuel tanks, so here we got 3 on each side, so 6 fuel tanks. And I haven't decided on where we're going to keep the hyperdrive, or the light speed engine is actually what they're called in the books. Um, but it's all connected to the engine up there, so if the engine fucks up there, then you can't travel through light speed. It's not exactly like hyperspace from like Star Wars or warp drive from Star Trek, but it's pretty close. Yeah, this is the Vigilance. This is just a quick thing. I'm kind of excited to see where the book goes. I kind of want to see how the characters all develop, especially the relationship between Merrick and Nico. Um, they're all quite well. Merrick and Nico are all quite young. They're all only in their early 20s, but I really wish Keen would come out with more decorations, more like round tables or square tables, because you would think the kitchen stuff that they released, it would come with a table. I know there's probably mods I can find, but this is relatively modless. I think this is just DLCs that I've used so far. I mean, probably with the weapons, I'll probably go with the Halo, but yeah, this is the Vigilance. I'm gonna give you guys another roundabout. I mean, I know it's not the prettiest thing, but it's definitely close enough to what it resembles in the book. So, as I said, it'll pretty much develop as the book as I get further into the book. So if I say, oh, it's armed, I'll probably have to figure out what it's armed with and where it's placed. But I have to say, actually for a 6-hour build that I just wanted to quickly put together and kind of reference a photo, it didn't turn out half bad. But I'm also trying to make sure my YouTube will give me a thumbnail of the ship. Because lately, when I try to screenshot stuff, they just come out super blurry. It's ridiculous. I haven't been able to fix that yet. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of your hair. Um, Let me know what you think of. Thank you, Discord, for going off in the background. Um, don't have streamer mode enabled. Let me know what you think. If you think, hey, this is really cool bounty hunters paint scheme, let me know. They're all family, even though they argue. They're already freaking arguing. Ajax or Jax, I don't remember his name, calls Nico Merrick's little pet. But later, everyone. Have a good rest of your day or night.